to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, Michigan Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Well, guys, as you know, anytime Ohio State plays at Michigan, it can be really intense, and that's already something we've seen here in the pregame. You might remember teams shared the tunnel coming out onto the field, and I could see a little bit of a pregame scuffle, guys pushing, shoving, getting it mixed up. Already this rivalry game is turned up. The heat is on here at Michigan. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
Set of downs going up top. They're all over it. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it. He takes off. He chews up yards and makes a big play.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Second down to the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it inside the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. Driven back.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Working the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Michigan. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And right down the middle. He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Caught, and he's got room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Michigan. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Looking for blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Left side is Jackson. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They just keep firing. Nice move to pick up yardage. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on second and inches. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. There are so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, This rivalry means so much to college football.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Turns out it's Jackson. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal. Getting the lost yardage play. Now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
Noise. He wants to throw it. He's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
A little surprising that they didn't go for 2, but they're still down by a point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Sweet cut there. Good solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Watkins. And that'll be enough for the 1st down, a gain of 13 on the play, and the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again.
949, rock star. 949, rock star. Now, ready? 886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
From the gun, the running back has it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The give to the back. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45.
Bang, bang, bang. Lily.
Underwood. Got his man in the middle. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
On the read, right back to the well. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And he gets it away.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner will be knocked down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
2nd and long here. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Long way to second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Look out! They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Looks it in. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellows, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 20 team, the Kennesaw State Owls. And it's the Demon Deacons in an absolute fistfight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Pulls and fires complete.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for running room. Lights off the defender. There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Throwing, Underwood. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Press center downs going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up.
He's going to let it go. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
In the backfield, it's Jackson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Barney. Turning it on at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. First play of this drive. Rush right in his face. Leaping grab for a big gain. Bulldozes his way through. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Davis will throw. Rush is on. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Defense dropping into soft coverage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. The score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing.
If you guys look at this, they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going to try to get it himself. Unleashes one. Lost the defense, is wide open. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the 1st down marker.
And I get it. At this point in the 2nd half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Got an alley. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here's Underwood to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Okay, here comes the State offense onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Davis looking to pass. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And guys, he just didn't get outside the tackle box. You can't throw it away like that. 2nd and long after the grounding call. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Just let him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Got his man.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Wants to keep it in the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Buys a little time. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Buckeye! Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Wolverines! He got a step and just dusted the field. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. They need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They'll run the counter. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Right back to it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll go to the fullback. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Now, a 4th down.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Michigan.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. On its way, and gone! They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.